Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. First of all, let me give a shout out to Spice and Arc Bar V, even though she's hateful. A shout out to her because she has a new song out with Lil Mo. Is it called Purposes, or it's whatever it is? Just type in Arc Bar V featuring Lil Mo and it'll come up, child. So shouts out to her, and I actually heard a little snippet of the song. It's actually a cute little number. I'm gonna get copyrighted, so never mind. I ain't gonna play it. But yeah, it's a cute little song. And also shouts out to Spice. Spice actually has some good old makeup line out. So yeah, let me see. Spice has some good old makeup. Not makeup, sorry. She has her own hairline. Yes. Wash your wig line, child. So shouts out to Spice. Yes. All them different colors of black. I love it. Well, shouts out to you, Spice. Doing big things. Okay. So let's see. Love and Hip Hop. So leaving off where it left off last week. Coming back from where it left off last week. We got Pooh twirling around acting a fool. Showing out. Doing all this. She went off and, Karlie, she hooping and hollering and upset. She just wanted people to see her country and all this. And I was just like, I understand this, sis. But it's just, unfortunately, I don't understand how nobody's putting any blame on Mimi. Mimi keep bringing Pooh around. I don't understand. Pooh, nobody wanted you there. You saw from the beginning, once you got there, nobody wanted you there. Why didn't you just leave? But I guess in Pooh's mind, she was just like, hell, I'm on this free trip. I'm already over here. Might as well have fun. And so I get that as well. And, nobody would just wants to stay by themselves the whole time on a vacation. So I get it. But, I don't know if I could continue to just be around people that I know don't really care for me. I don't really see the point in that. It's just looking like a disaster waiting to happen. But hey, so that happened. Let me see. Pooh's husband, going back to Atlanta, Pooh's husband, Stevie J, Ciara, and Akbar V, they all met up. Akbar V was, performing her song, and she wanted to meet up with Stevie J and Akbar V's husband, because, they're in the music industry, producers, songwriters, whatever, all that and more. And so she decided to bring Ciara with her, and Ciara started talking to Pooh's husband, just like, yeah, I have issues with your wife. And he was just like, okay, well, this is business right here. Can we hold off on that? So she was just like, okay, I'm through with you. She was like, okay, now Stevie J, Mr. Good Guy. I know your son, your nephew, Scrapp Deleon. And, he's had, a lot of issues and stuff. And he was wondering why you weren't there for him and all this. Stevie J was just like, whoa, what's going on? Like, what's happening? It was just like tripping, and Akbar V, aka Valerie, she got up and took Ciara out, and her and Ciara fell out because it was unprofessional for Ciara to bring that up in that professional environment. But we're not gonna sit up here and act like the two guys she was speaking with was, was any damn body professional all the time. So, but okay, but it. In general, yes, Ciara was wrong for bringing that personal, petty stuff up into a business meeting. Ciara. But, I don't know why she invited Ciara anyway. While she sat over there and talked business with them two, Ciara could have been at the bar or eating or something. Like, I don't know why Ciara had to come over there, but hey, whatever. It happened and it happened. A little later on, Stevie J actually met up with Scrap Deleon to talk, and he was just like, "Yeah, you sent your homegirls after me," and Scrap Deleon was just like, "No, well, this ain't got nothing to do with Sierra. Yes, she brought it up to you, but me, I feel some kind of way, and we all know the story by now that Scrap Deleon could apparently somehow have possibly gotten released earlier, or there possibly would have been a little less time on his time that he was serving if Stevie J would have came in there, maybe signed some documents or talked to whoever, or just pleaded his case about his nephew, whatever. And apparently Scrap Deleon, he had a conversation with Stevie J about that, and Stevie J said that he was going to come, but when it actually came down to the date, Stevie J was unavailable. He was not picking up his phone. Didn't nobody know. Nobody got Faith number. It was just a whole bunch of foolishness. Word on the street, side note, I heard that Stevie J and Faith Evans is hardly on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this season because they can't afford them. That's what I heard. Now, it's so funny how all of a sudden Stevie J can't be afforded, can't be bought now that he's with Faith Evans. Ain't that something? Unions are something else. Unions. So I say, well, hey, I didn't want Faith Evans on Love and Hip Hop anyway, personally. Because I just don't like to see my legends on certain shows, and that's just what it is. But Stevie J was born and raised on. Stevie J is he's been on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta since season 1. This has been his bread and butter. In the recent years. So now all of a sudden, but hey, maybe she's making Stevie J better, and I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but for money. But hey, whatever. So moving on from that, Jasmine is sending Kirk messages. Now Kirk is in Trinidad with Rasheeda them, and Jasmine sending the messages about Kirk. Cannon need diapers. Kirk. Cannon need bottles. Kirk. So when you coming back, Cannon missing you. Kirk. I'm so tired of seeing Kirk. So Jasmine, she just really wanna know the tea, and Kirk has been communicating with Jasmine, and Rasheeda does not know. The middleman between Jasmine and Rasheeda and Kirk has been Kirk's daughter, but she don't want that job no more. She done got her actual job. She don't want that job no more. They weren't paying her for being the middleman. She don't want the job no more. So now, it's she just directly talking to Kirk, but he has not told Rasheeda yet that he's talking to Jasmine. I don't know why, Rasheeda, you chose to take Kirk back after this incident, after all the other incidents, but after this incident in particular where he had a baby on you. Of course he's going to have to talk to the mother. The little boy ain't old enough to do anything for himself. So, of course, you're going to have to go through Jasmine to get to your son. So y'all just need to be on the same page with that. Like, Rasheeda, get out your feelings. I don't even know why you still mad, to be honest with you. If she is mad, it look like she's gonna have an attitude next week. But it's like, for what? Like, I know, what the child represents, how the child got here. Like, I know all the tea. But you can't continue to feel bad for somebody who keep allowing somebody to do something to you. Now, this is just a worse situation because he had a baby on you. But he's been cheating, allegedly, since, Season 1, Season 2 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So and who knows how long ago before that, before the cameras even started rolling on y'all. So you don't took him back all them other times. Now it's just a baby. Why do people act like they don't know what will happen once they continue to have sex unprotected? It's either nothing, a baby, or STD. So I don't know what's wrong. People just act like they just don't know what happened. It's crazy. So get over it, Rasheeda, because you got over everything else. Okay, so they went over to Karlie's house. well, Carlie's people's house, with her, the kinfolks, the aunties, the cousins, the uncles, etc. They're talking. Karlie has this real cute cousin with pink hair, and she was going off on Jock. I guess Karlie has not updated them on the whole Jock situation, that her and Jock is no longer together, whatever. But also, Jock was there with them. So I guess that just brought up all the bad memories of Jock, Karlie crying, telling her folks how horrible Jock is, and all this kind of stuff. So I guess that was the family's finally. It was the family's time to finally, I guess, unload their feelings onto Jock, but not realizing or not caring that Jock's significant other, his current significant other, is here in the building. And Tokyo was just like, well, his girlfriend right here. Like, what you mean? Kendra got irritated, and being in a situation like that, it's best to just get up and leave when you're around people's family members. So she just got up and walked out, which is the best thing to do. So it's just like, well, it's just very mature of her. Their cousin with the pink hair, she wasn't having it, child. Let me see. Rasheeda, Pooh, and Mimi, they went to the store, go pick up a few things. Pooh was just like, well, I guess I can try just one more time, to try to reconcile with her, I guess. She's talking about she brought all that stuff just in case Karlie was coming at her. It took nothing for you to bring out all your ammo on Karlie. Pooh, child, you know what you is, you know what you came there for. Stop with the foolishness. We who are reality TV show connoisseurs, darling, we know everything pretty much. We know the games, we know the gag, whatever. She picked up some bleaching cream, talking about, I need this, child, for my elbows and knees. And it was just like, no, sis, you need fading cream, not bleaching cream. And yes, it's very heavy over there for sure. Let me see. Pooh also played Rasheeda and Mimi a recording of her husband saying that he would never kiss and tell. So, it's, Pooh's telling her side. Karlie told the people her side. So Bambi, Kendra, and Karlie actually go, and they're walking along the beach and trying some Trini food and stuff. It looked good. And they're doing their thing, talking. Karlie apologized on her cousin's behalf. Kendra accepted it. Kendra's really cool. I really like Kendra. She's thick up too. I know that thing was that thick. That lady thick up. All right, Chuck. So anyway, they're talking and whatever, what have you. Rasheeda and Mimi ended up pulling up. It was just like, Mimi, let me talk to you for a second. Rasheeda walked over. Just like, well, Pooh feels like that she finally want to bury the hatchet with you. She finally want to talk to you. Karlie's over. She's exhausted at this point, and so am I. I don't know how many chances somebody need in one episode to apologize, but when they get the chance to apologize, they don't apologize. So, I mean, and nothing gets solved. It's just the same regurgitated information over and over again. I'm like, but this is damn crazy. So anyway, Karlie was just like, look, for us to meet in the middle, for us to be cool, all you need to admit to is that you lied about the whole thing. Pooh was mum's the word, darling. Pooh had nothing to say. Pooh was holding on to her story that apparently, allegedly, her husband did Karlie in the anus areas, and Karlie squirted brown things all on that lady's sheets. And, and all this other stuff, and ate Pooh out, front and back, and side to side, and all this other stuff. So, she's holding on to her story, and Karlie was just like, she tried to bring her daughter up into it. Oh, her daughter's good and grown. Talking about, my daughter saw the information, she was heartbroken over it. And, at least apologize for my daughter's sake. Pooh was just like, well, if your daughter's feeling some kind of way about it, I will apologize on her behalf. And Karlie was just that just wasn't good enough for Karlie. Whoop to whoop. And Karlie said something very interesting in this. She said that once I got with my man, she was like, my man don't care nothing about my past. And once I got with my man, I was through with you completely. So I was just like, okay. So, like, what exactly do you mean by that? Are you saying that it's true? Are you saying that y'all have messed around in the past? Because you saying that, why would you be done with a friend, a female friend, that you're not intimate with? Why would you be done with her just because you got a man? So it's just like, so did you want to just hurry up and cover your ass, Karlie, because you possibly knew that this information could come out or something? So you just was just like, oh, let me just knock Pooh off to the side, not fool with her, period, because I got a man now and I gotta, get back on that right track or whatever. There's some things in your story, Karlie, but I don't think we care enough to dig deeper or whatever. I mean, hell, it's a ridiculous storyline that both of y'all have, to be honest. And what is Shekinah and Tokyo's storyline? What are they doing? A lot of people on the show have absolutely no storyline. Like, it's just, I guess they're just a comic relief, I guess. Let me see. But Karlie, you trying to throw your daughter up in there, trying to make people feel bad, child, please. Okay, let me see. What else is going on? So a little later on, Bambi met up with Scrappy. They were talking. Scrappy wants to do her. Scrappy wants some il-na-na. And, he wants another child. She was just like, well, you need to get a uterus. Because I'm exhausted, I'm tired, my back hurt, my neck hurt, everything hurt. Us as men, we would never understand or get how hard it is to have a baby. And so it was just like, yeah, I'm not fooling with you. Like, I am genuinely, like, I'm tired. And then she brought up the fact that Kendra told her, they had a conversation yesterday, and that Kendra said she don't want to be baby mama number 5. She don't want to have no babies. Period. Not just with Jock, not with anybody. Or at least not right now. Scrappy took that information that Bambi told him and went back and told Jock. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go with the mess. Allegedly, Jock got 8 kids with 5 different baby mamas. Or 4 different baby mamas. How does that happen? I do think he got two sets of twins, I think. I know one set is twin girls. But I don't know about the other ones. That's a red flag for me. And I think Kendra's smart enough to realize it's a red flag for her as well. The fact that you have all these kids, and the fact that you have all these different women that you have been intimate with or been in relationships with, yet you couldn't work it out with none of them. All these kids you done made in the world, you could not work it out with none of these women. None of them. So how do I know what makes me so different to the fact that I'm just not going to end up being a baby mama? I get what she's saying. I do. So Scrap took the information over to Jock, and Jock, it kind of hurt his feelings, I could tell. Does he just take it, she don't want to have a baby by me? Jock was just like, to be fair, we've never talked about this. And, to hear this information is just kind of like, wow. And I think Scrap kind of added 20 on 10, because he also was just like, yeah, Kendra's out here trying to convince Bambi not to have any kids. Bambi don't strike me as the kind of person that you can convince her of anything. So, what are we talking about? Like, trying to put everything on Kendra, and Kendra's the reason Bambi don't want to have a child. She just had your child. Like, come on now. Is you even taking care of your child with Erica, Scrappy? Not just financially, but, are you being there? I mean, if we're going to talk, we're going to talk. Child. So, anyway, let me see. Tokyo, Karlie, Shekinah, they had a scene where they were, talking. Karlie was over there upset and mad because Trinidad home trip has been ruined by the likes of Pooh Hicks. And, she just feeling some kind of way. And it was just like, girl, get up, because we're going to Jam Nation tomorrow. Jam Nation is this big festival, darling. And apparently it starts like late over in the morning. And it don't end all the way till 12 p.m. the next day. That is a lot of drinking. That is a lot of partying. And half of this cast is of a certain age. So I know, because I would be out the next day when I woke up. I know these folks, when they woke up, I know they felt horrible, darling. Child, I know the wheelchairs was rolling into the set, darling. Because my God, that's a whole lot. Okay, in that conversation, Jock also told Scrapp that he wanted to propose to Kendra, but we knew that. Let me see. So, they're all partying, having fun. It looked really fun, though. I would love to go. And Karlie is crowd surfing and just doing her thing. And, you have all these half-naked women there. The Pooh's still there. Mimi invited her there. Like, that's the one person that has absolutely nothing to do on the show is Mimi. My God, but Mimi had nothing to do for the past 2 or 3 seasons on the show. How she's been able to maintain a spot on the show and be in the opening credits is amazing to me. Go Mimi, I tell you. So anyway, Pooh's out there dancing, and Karlie, Jock ended up pouring water on her butt and doing all this. I just think that, I don't know for sure, it's alleged, but I think that Pooh and her husband are swingers. That's what I think. And if that's what it is, and that's what floats your boat, then hey, do you. But that's really what I think it is. Because they're a little bit, yeah. Anyway, so, Kendra sees that. She snatches Jock, takes him back in there. She was just like, yeah, Karlie told me how this girl was. She told me the minute that you turned away from her, she was going to be all up in your face. And she was just like, how you going to be pouring, water on her butt and everything? And Jock was just like, well, changing the subject. Well, Scrappy told me yesterday that you didn't want to have no kids. Said Bambi told him, and then he told me that you didn't want to have no kids. So I felt like it was an even exchange. Now Kendra, she was caught up. She was caught up like Usher. She didn't know what to say. Because she wasn't expecting him to say that to her. And which it did kind of come left field, but of course he can use that as a reason as to why he was doing stuff. In which that's not a reason to. It's not a reason to do that, or to like your girl is standing right there. It's a little disrespectful, Jock. I don't know about her not having kids. How does that all of a sudden make you possibly look like you trying to cheat on her or something? I don't know how that equals. I don't know what be in some people's minds when they do stuff. But it's definitely just a conversation that they need to sit down and have. But it's unfortunate because I thought that was just a conversation between two sisters. I thought that was a women's conversation. I don't feel like you need to tell your woman everything, and I don't feel like you need to tell your man everything. Or I don't think you need to tell your man or partner everything, and vice versa, whatever the situation is. Especially if the situation ain't that deep. I thought that was just a conversation between two sisters, but we see that Bambi's not loyal to anybody, and she probably don't have too many female friends, because I didn't think that was anything to tell. That wasn't your business to tell, Bambi. But you in that face had to go run in that mouth. But so Kendra, you can't trust Bambi. Bet you thought you had a friend, didn't you? Child, please. So yeah, I don't know. I think they'll be fine, but I mean, Jock, you got enough kids to go around. There's no way that you have that many kids and that they're equally all seeing you. Like they equally have enough time to spend with their daddy. There's no way. And how much money is going out for child support? Like, really? I mean, there's only so many, spins it's going down gets, So I don't know. I know the show helping out, but with all them people that you got to take care of, ooh, child. I don't know. But I think this is a legitimate concern, But hey, I wouldn't have told nothing like that to nobody, because if you confiding in me, telling me something that personal, and I know it's something that you probably don't want to get out, I'm not going to tell my partner. Why? That ain't none of his business, and I don't even like when couples go on each other's phones and things, because why? Because it's not just certain things I talk about in my phone or whatever's going on with me in my phone. It's not about that. I'm definitely wouldn't be cheating. That's just me on my end. But it's also my friend's business and my family business in my phone. And you don't need to see that because they ain't got nothing to do with you. So, I thought everybody operated in a similar kind of way, but I guess. Child, what about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Are they gonna let you down? Yeah. Or will they turn their backs on you? With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at IsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At IsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Yeah. Oh. Bye, you guys. Hope y'all have a great day, night, whenever.